every time I post something on the internet, there is always somebody who asks how I do what I do, or asks for general information in animation, on Moho, or art in general. And this got me thinking, maybe I should start a video series with small videos responding to specific questions that I see on the internet. Those that are asked directly to me or not. And the other day I saw a question posted on Facebook. This question right here by Cartoon Eric. And he asks, just a little animation. How do I do a beam of light coming from the spacecraft in Moho? Any question mark, question mark, question mark. Please, thank you. Alright, so this is what he has. As you can see, the ship starts on one side, goes to the other, makes a small pause, which I imagine is where the light will come from. So I decided to start this series with this one. So first things first, let's draw the spaceship so I can work directly with it. I start making a general shape for the body of the ship. I put some curves, I make the shapes for the windows. I don't care much about the shapes when I put them. I just go along and then I adjust them later, adding nodes and changing the curves as I need. I have a lot to say about curves, but that will be for another of those small videos with tips. And you'll see what I have to say about them. It's very important actually. But here I am finishing the biggest shapes and adjusting the windows in the correct places. I copy and paste as I see fit. I copy one of the windows to make the lights and then just adjust the shape of them. I put the colors according to the reference and then I set the line width to 1 because it was too big with 2. So I go key 1, key 2, key 3. I do 3 seconds, one side, other side, and then make it go away. It holds for half a second, and then there we go. There we go. So this is what he has, right? This is where he is at. So to make the light, I will just add a new shape. Make a new shape, put it roughly how you want it to be, and then you're going to add a gradient. Now OBS doesn't record submenus, so this is what it should look like. You allow transparency and select the color, and then you adjust the gradient however you see fit, and then you add a soft edge. Again, since OBS didn't record, I show you there how it should be. Now you adjust the gradient however you need, and you put the shape in some size that can fit behind the spacecraft. As you can see, if you put the gradient, it shows the color, so you put the shape under the ship. Now, I name everything. Naming things is very important. Organizing your work is very important. Again, since OBS doesn't record the names, here's what it looks like. Now you have the spaceship, so I go on each key, only on the keys, and I put the light under the ship. You can see that I missed a few keys, so I'll just adjust it accordingly. And there you go. It's hidden all the time under the ship. Very easy, very simple. Now I select the bottom part of the light and I adjust it. I adjust the shape as I need it to be. I don't care about the gradient for now. There we go. I'm going to adjust it inside the ship to make it easier. I will isolate those nodes. I will show you how to do that in another video, but just to make things more simple, I isolated them. Now I will copy the state. There we go. The down state of the light. Now I just copy one of those keys to make sure it stays for a while, and then I copy the keys from when it has a smaller size, and then I put it under the ship. There we go. Simple, right? If you want to do it all on Moho, this is mostly what you need. Now you adjust the gradients, make sure it's the same thing. You go key by key, only the keys, don't add keys if you don't need them. Okay, you on this first pass, normally the first pass is all you need. You just go with as few keys as you can. You're not going to do any kind of in-betweens. You start complicate the work if you start adding many keys, because if you want to make one change, it gets very complicated. Now, if you just want to do everything in Moho, this is done. This is great. You have everything you need. You can just adjust as you want, and that's fine. But if it was me, I would do it in After Effects. Remove the gradient and the soft edges and put an easily keyable color like this magenta here. And I adjust a little the timing, just stretch out the time that with the light on, because that's the main focus of the animation, so I think it's important. Then you're going to export the animation. You come here, you go and export animation, and you put image sequence PNG, and you select the folder where you want it to go. Make sure to organize your work, by the way. It's very important, because at some point things get really crazy. Like every render you do is a lot of images. Let me show you what it looks like. I have here the render. There you go. Look at this. You don't want this just anywhere. You want it on a place where you can find it easily. Then, of course, don't forget to name the file. I'm going with A-tips for artist tips, ship light, because it's the name of this specific project. That's how I do. I put the name of the series, the name of this specific project, because you never know when you want to find the files later, and if you have things to organize, you have no idea how much that makes your life harder, unnecessarily so. Now, since OBS doesn't record submenus, it didn't record anything I did on After Effects, so I'll post this on part 2. But if you want to do everything on Moho, this is all you need to know.